Welcome to Invite Sent. We are a live streaming show where we interview people and play video games.
Jason, get it in there.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, let's go. Got him. Got, son. Still there. Got him.
Excited for that. Ooh, just got in front of you. So I think that.
Got him.
Let's just get that.
He's upset. He's uninstalling the game.
Oh, watch it. Tire.
You should have seen I jumped right into it.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're
Okay,
here. They're here. Hiya. How do I shoot them? I have a gun, don't I?
You don't want to. I would never probably shoot right now in their seat because your job is to heal us.
Okay. I like to jump right into the gameplay and start asking questions because there's plenty of interviews out there that are just two faces side by side talking about something. But let's not do that. Let's ask you hard questions while you're trying to play a video game on live stream.
I don't think I can talk and clean. It's very complicated.
What is your earliest memory of playing video games?
I do remember playing Pong on, it's probably like the Intellivision.
What was your go-to game then,
A lot of people probably don't know what this is, but it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
We had our event last year. I don't even think we were really using the term metaverse. We were just saying we're going to be in Decentraland. Or maybe we did use the term metaverse, but like it wasn't popular. Just like blockchain and crypto didn't really become popular, mainstream popular, until NBA Top Shot created those moments. And then NFT became popular.
Man, I'm glad you're asking these questions.
One of my go-to games was probably NBA Street Volume 2.
Oh man, you just got picked like a seedless grape.
We are the best video game players in this video
on stream.
On this specific stream. Let me ask this: Why coach? Why coach esports?
I always was an avid gamer. You know, I fell in love with gaming. Life happened.
Yeah.
Got out of gaming for a while, then went back in because of some of my students. You know, I just saw all the career and college pathways, man. And I was like, I don't think nobody else is looking at it the way I'm looking at this thing.
Helps us quite a bit.
I fell off. I fell. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's dumb.
Okay.
That's first of all,
that's
dumb that they have a place to. My kill cam is me. Dadgummit. Yeah, that happens in pro Overwatch. Your kill cam is yourself. Oh, I fell off the freaking thing again.
There we go.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. Okay. Oh no, did you die? Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Get your school into the high school esports league community. It's complete.
I think those conversations are important to normalize that it's not okay, because as long as you keep saying like this is not okay, then tell me what is okay. And then having those strong females within the gaming space is also definitely a move in the right direction.
I feel like my games were a little easier earlier when I had my lobbies. Pretty sure.
Well, those were bot lobbies. So.
Those were bot lobbies.
They didn't think they could be here. They thought it was just a boys' game, or they weren't comfortable. They didn't want to compete. That really highlighted the fact that we've got to make it more inclusive for girls. We have to make welcoming, open environments. We have to give them champions and examples of mentors that they can see and that they can be. And despite whatever culture or society says, they absolutely are a part of this world, and they can absolutely make a difference in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, art.
So this was a Kickstarter project, correct?
Yeah, so I scraped money together on my own when we went up to Kickstarter.
At what point would we say they move from club to designated under the school's banner?
Obviously, it's going to come from support staff. Having a director of a program and then having per game coaches, I think, is a great way to help with that.
The parent interaction is a big part of it, especially for somebody who's in this industry and, fought to try and be here. What I see is, what I strive for is to show parents that gaming is a legitimate way to create a career for yourself, right? And these tournaments do that.
When it comes to character creators, the disabled community is not really represented in the game itself. That was something that we wanted to attack on our way in. So one of the first things we ever built was this character creator. We call them enhancements. So the wheelchairs, you've got different prosthetic,
different eye colors as well.
Heterochromia, different color eyes is heterochromia, which is like super common.
Oh, on this one, you shoot his legs out and then he falls over. And okay, he disappeared for some reason. Okay.
It's one of my favorite things about Apex is I can do absolutely nothing in this period right here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at this, I'm flying. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, which have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. My 9-year-old big fan.
So I won victory. Dab. Yes. I'm over here hitting R like I'm reloading my gun accidentally for some reason. I have no idea. Or C to crouch. And
I said, so, hey, have you heard about esports and how it's benefiting schools and how it's doing all this with students? And they said, I've heard some of it. Well, did you know that it's happening right now and it's something that you guys can jump on board with?
So I was a sergeant. I was an E5. Seeing the work that we were doing with the kids and seeing like, hey, this is something that we can really build and make a positive influence on the kids that we're working with.
Particularly, Bubba, here's my big thing, particularly people who look like me.
Yeah.
In the educational technology space and in the esports space, because I said that it's being underserved. I need for directors, I need for teachers, I need for students, I need for anybody to, when I'm talking to them, they say, oh, whoa. And they may not say it, but I know sometimes they're thinking it, well, there's this African-American, there's this black man in this space talking esports, talking educational technology. We may have not seen that before, and that's important.
Like as you said earlier, you mentioned like a parent asking about esports challenges for their kid. I think that's like wonderful. Like how many parents back in the day actually had interest in gaming when it's not like, academically viable.
And so I reached out to Mike and Christy. Their contact information was on there. I found them through High School Esports League, which was our league, coincidentally. Christy answered my email and she was like, you've got some technical questions. I'm gonna loop Mike in on this.
Of course.
It was just the best meeting I've ever had.
Hey, I know you're already going to be here for the tennis tournament. You got to come by, dude. Take 15 minutes out of the tennis tournament, come inside, get a breath of the air-conditioned air, and just come see what my kids are doing. And that's all it took. They just had to see it with their own eyes. Oh, these are the kids that are playing in esports. It was the kids who ate lunch by themselves, the kids with no friends, the kids, we were worried about them dropping out of school. But hey, you know what? They came to school on Friday because they wanted to play Super Smash Brothers in the library.
My name's Kyle Mullins. I'm the youth pastor and work with 6th through 12th graders. It's probably where we started spending the most time together is when we went to China and put on a soccer camp. And then got into streaming a couple months ago between my fumbling through the world and gaming all of my life, but now fumbling into streaming and stuff.
One of the things that's really important to me is the kids learn to be positive influence, to not be toxic. I've seen kids get really mean and be bullies.
If the industry truly wants to actually serve these communities, and it's going to come from the publisher down, we're going to have to provide support behind titles that can be played on the platform that these communities can actually have access to. It comes from the publisher down, it's just the empathy comes from the businesses and the consumers down.
You know what? Let me in front of you. Let me be your shield, and that way you don't die as quick.
In addition, I think one of the more exciting things I got to do is I got to be one of the official co-streamers for the Overwatch League opening day this past season.
Well, my background's actually in acting. I went to school for musical theater back in the day. I don't think I can talk and clean. It's very complicated.
All good things sometimes must come to an end. I'm actually leaving the world of education.
What?
Yep, big reveal. 6 days. I'm actually in conversations right now about my next steps.
This was announced officially here in the public on the show. Were you a CIA agent? I just have to ask you.
I was not. I did work in the Bureau of Intelligence and Research.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Oh no! Well, it looks like.
I should have stayed so close to the edge.
ESA is the voice and advocate for the video game industry in the United States.
And we're really lucky in that we get to stay really mission driven and stay focused on the impact that this is having on students and schools. We don't really need to get into the nitty gritty of the numbers, which is, I think the thing is like an educator you probably fear when you're leaving the classroom.
If you'd like to be on Invite Sent to be interviewed and play video games, please go to bubbagatter.com and request to be on the show. And I'll let you know if the invite is sent.
Oh my god.
Trade.
Yeah. Come on in, big guy. Come on. You won't.
How do you heal and how do you live? What?
She threw a black hole at us like Thanos. You can't. That's not a button. I don't have that button.
I don't have that button either. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good early morning to those here in the States. It is almost 6 a.m. Central. It is 7 on the East Coast, and people in California are still asleep. But we are on Australian time today, mate. And we're going to play some Apex Legends with some amazing gamers. One gamer in particular. We're gonna play some Apex Legends. And hopefully I didn't pick the right person as we're jumping in the game. But hey, thank you for being here as we jump into some action here on Invite Sent. Thank you for being here. We're a live streaming show where we play video games and interview people. And today I have a very special, amazing guest who's going to play some games with me today. Cassie, how are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. Wouldn't classify me as a gamer, so to speak, setting me up for a bit of a loss, to be honest. But I will certainly try my best.
Well, thank you for coming in, and I know you're fighting through some stuffiness and all that, and I appreciate it so much. And it sounds like we're jumping in already, and there's a guy talking to us. I don't have my push to talk on, so I'm not even gonna talk to this guy. Have you played Arena?
I haven't. I normally play trios.
Okay, looks like you know what you're doing.
So this is gonna be interesting.
Really
put me in an interesting spot.
I sadly picked up a pistol because that was dumb, so we're gonna die pretty easily. I like to push and go behind these people for some reason, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, nice, you're with me. 1, 2, dead.
He's weak.
I'm coming, buddy. Oh, this guy, I gotta turn off his. Oh, bad shot, Bubba, bad shot. Bad shot. Right into it. I'm definitely gonna turn off my mic. Incoming chat, there we go. So, Cassie, where do you live?
I live down under in Australia, Sydney, where it's blazing hot at the moment.
Oh, really? Is it your summer?
Like an idiot, I have a beanie on. Classic.
It's your summer right now?
Yeah, this is my sickness beanie.
You gotta have a sickness beanie, I get it. I was just in Guam for Christmas, so I definitely enjoyed the nice weather down there for sure.
Yeah, nice.
My sister-in-law lives there and runs a marketing firm, and
oh, cool.
We spent like 7 days there. It was great.
You know me, I'm a sucker for all things marketing.
Yeah. Which is great because if people don't know what you do, oh, he's trying to creep up on me. You co-founded an amazing company. And do you mind are they out here in the grass? Do you mind telling me what you do for a living? Oh, bad shots. Gotta do it while we're playing. Yeah.
So we run an influencer marketing company specifically focusing in gaming and on micro and macro influencers, right? So the great thing about us is that we give everyone a shot. You know, you don't need to pay $100,000 for a post. You can get the same results. You get better results based on the engagement of your audience because we go for those smaller influencers.
So GGWP Academy, you and Jacqueline Garrett, Jax as you call her, founded this organization.
Oh,
what? Hey, we are doing so good. Oh, you're still alive. Nice job. There you go. Nice work. I died so quick. So
obviously you can tell from that hard focus and the very concise answer.
So I usually play the robot guy. I don't know whatever that guy's name is.
You mean Pathfinder? Like,
yes, that's it.
One of the most annoying characters.
Oh, is he? Good. Okay. I don't even know what these. I need to figure out how to use these heals. That's what I needed to do instead of pushing hard. Okay. So you and Jax created this company. When was that? When was the first day you wrote it down on a napkin?
Oh, so Jax actually started the company, I think, in 2018, and then she was joined by two co-founders, myself and our CTO, John, in I think 2020 full time. So we were kind of working on this in the background after work, huddled in the corner. Do you know what I mean? And then we got the opportunity to join the company full time. In 2020, and it just spiraled from there. We worked with great companies. You know, we worked with EA. Not many people get to say that. We worked with EA. We worked with Ubisoft. Over
100%.
50 global companies there. So it's quite fun.
Wow. Okay. Trash. I'm trash. We're playing some sweaty kids right now, probably in Asia or somewhere. That's
Is it Apex if you don't have sweaty kids everywhere?
Sweaty kids, right?
Beating you, losing every day.
I'm gonna totally blame it that I haven't played this character. I'm just gonna say that. I need to change it up, try a different gun. And so this idea of GGWP Academy, when Jack started it and brought you on, how has your mission evolved, or has it stayed the same?
I mean, our mission has always been the same, to give every gamer the opportunity to make this a full-time career, right? But over time, that kind of scope has changed. We've launched the education part of the business, and now we're moving on to the brand side of the business. So providing them with opportunities to actually make money from brand deals, and that will expand very shortly to other monetization aspects as well. So
oh gosh, I was wrong. This is not a this is a single burst gun. Whoops, I had them squared up too. Let's go back. Let's go back, Cassie. Let's go. What was your? Yeah, what was your? What was the first game you ever played? Video game, as a kid.
Okay, so what I remember is probably the first Halo.
Nice, Halo 1. Okay.
Yeah, Halo is one of the best franchises ever. Fight me on it. And then I think I was a big WoW player for yonks. I'm talking like from
that's what's
throughout
up.
High school.
Horde, Alliance.
I actually have characters on both, and I still
same.
play to this day. It's just every chance that you get throughout the day, maybe you just jump on for a little bit. So I have played the new expansion, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But I remember after school coming home and raiding in the darkness, and raids used to go on for like hours and hours and hours, right? And then funnily enough, internet cuts out and you're fucked. Basically. And you have your GC and you have to come back and you're in the middle of a fight and it's just chaotic, right? That was the best part about WoW back in the day.
100%. So have you replayed in the classic or the classic that came out in the past few years, 19 and last winter?
I still maintain that the original expansions were the best.
Yes, amen. Yes,
100%. The lore there just like made sense, and it holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, if they do come up with any expansions, they got me. It's over.
Have you tried the new race, the dragon race? I forget what it's called. I haven't done it yet.
I actually just completed my first character level up to 70. So it went a little bit funny, right? It was like to 60, then if I remember like 120,
Mhm.
back to 70 or whatever.
Right.
So a bit all over the place. So I just leveled up, I think, my paladin to 70.
Nice.
And I
Okay.
have like dozens of characters who are sitting at like 60 now or whatever,
Sure.
because there's a level cap there now. So I'm like slowly working through, but it's such a tedious task having to level a character that you play the same story again like 10 times, right?
But
So,
but you enjoy that? Like, you sound like you have a lot of characters.
every now and again I do,
Mhm.
but the expansions have just gotten so how should I put this, like it's like the same thing over and over
Mhm.
again.
Sure. Sure.
I remember when Burning Crusade came out. That
one of the
was so
best.
fun.
Yes.
Hellfire
Yes.
Hellfire was so fun. And now it's kind of like you play it just to play it sometimes.
Well, I definitely feel you go ahead and ready up, and I definitely feel like the idea of making fun of Zoomers who you can just jump into a dungeon whenever you want by clicking 2 buttons. Yeah, that's so easy. We used to travel for hours and find people to take in our quest just to make it there, hopefully, and not die on the way to get into the dungeon. So.
And some of the dungeons were like super hard to find.
Yes.
So you always had that one warlock who would summon everyone in there.
That's right. We got to get a lock, bro. We got to get a lock. That's exactly
Oh
it.
god, I remember those days. It was so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the games that I kind of played, and obviously I picked up some of the newer ones like Apex and Halo. Multiplayer was an interesting experience for a little bit. Lots of potential there, and I hoped it would turn into a really big esport.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it does, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched some pretty good arenas on Twitch in the past. Some guys that are, some players that are pretty good on the 3v3. Okay, I'm gonna do Pathfinder this time. I definitely played since December 04. There's a lot of wowers that I've had on the show, and a lot of my friends, my best buds, he's a wower, and we got into it in Classic again and again these last few years. And December 04, played it with my roommate. We played EverQuest before that. It was definitely an EverQuest. But WoW holds that special place in my heart where every 6 months I jump back on for like a few weeks and then create a new character, then stop for 6 months. That's very much me. But I wasn't a big raider because I wanted to start new characters all the time. It's pretty lame.
I think, I mean, like, neither am I, to be honest. Like, recently, I think the raids have kind of got unnecessarily complex.
Sure.
Like, there was some really good mechanisms in the original raids, and I did a bit of raiding later on in in the expansions. For me, it's just become unnecessarily complex, and you have a lot of like toxic people on WoW as well.
What? No way.
As you do in many games, right? Like, there's a culture there, unfortunately.
1000%. Okay, I see him right there. Oh, they're about to get wrecked. Are they coming down? Woo, gotta use a syringe. I'm gonna flank. Is he down low? Is he down low? Oh!
Okay, they expected the flank.
I'm hearing footsteps, but I am not finding. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh, reload. Bad time to reload. Bad time to reload. Bad time to reload. Bad time to reload. Oh. I do like the arena because it's fast here, but
yeah.
But boy, it's definitely sweaty. I figured there would be some. This is the problem with Apex. I've noticed the past few times I've played on stream, is they do not skill-based matchmake very well in this game that I've noticed. Or maybe I'm just getting unlucky.
It is a little bit touch and go, to be honest.
I mean,
feel like it's slightly better in trios.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because the map is so huge. You just never come the chances of coming across anyone that would actually be super good is super slim. But I find that trios is a little bit better when it comes to that.
So you be playing WoW, growing up playing Halo, which yes, Halo, I don't need to fight you on that. I totally agree. That was growing up. So you in your college years, and I don't know how to say the name of your college correctly. Macquarie
University.
Say that one more time.
Macquarie University.
I'm such an American with my McDonald's and my very bad understanding of language in other countries. So was there a go-to game then? Did you play with friends in college? And
I think for me it was always I have a big passion for FPS games.
Yeah.
Nice. I might not be good at them, but I have a passion for them. So I think COD was my go-to game. All of the CODs during those years.
Yeah, dope.
Unfortunately, I mean, I did dabble in like Valorant, for example.
Okay.
But not a lot of my friends are gamers.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately.
Rough. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's probably why I'm so drawn to FPS though, because you can solo.
Yeah.
Like you don't really need a team, so to speak. You just hop it if you really want to.
100%. I don't feel like the snipers in this game are as... Maybe, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I'm not good at the snipers in this game. And I want to use them and stay away from everybody.
Anybody is. I mean, snipers aren't really used like they are in COD, where you have like 101
right.
of people just screaming other people.
Yeah.
So I just tend to go for the SMGs.
100%. Okay. Now, you worked while you were there at the university? You had a couple different jobs? While you were there?
Yeah, I did actually.
What did you do there?
I did a couple different things. I was heavily involved in our sustainability program. As well as I was a content writer for a tech company out here in Australia.
Okay.
And that's actually fortuitously how I met our co-founder John. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm getting lit up.
I just
run away. One thing I can't do is aim at all in this game. For sure.
Wow.
Do I need a death recap? Dead. I'd love to see my accuracy. Accuracy 0 probably.
You and me both.
So
these guys, oh god, they're like freaking cannons.
So some content writing is what you said?
Yeah, that's where I started out as. What I started out as, freelancer.com. Exactly what it sounds like. It's a platform to find freelancers, and I was in the acquisitions team writing a bunch of content, like 20 articles a week plus. And then I kind of jumped around to agency work after that, whilst trying to complete my degree. And while I was consulting for another startup, I met Jax again, serendipitously, on Facebook in a startup group. Yeah. She had posted something and I replied and I was like, hey, how's it going? And then we met up in Sydney and basically decided to do or create GGWP together, which kind of thinking about it now, it's kind of interesting that everything has happened so coincidentally.
And do you feel like marketing? You love marketing. It sounds like you breathe marketing. And when I think about that with you, what is one thing, like if you always get asked like an interview or you go to talk to kids or something or new college students, is there like one nugget of advice you leave with future marketers ever?
That's an interesting one. I've actually always been asked how to get into marketing and not what piece of advice would I give to them.
Okay,
I think,
that's it. Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, marketing is about your user. I know it sounds quite cliche, but ultimately that's who you're marketing to. And to me, there's a lot of hacky things out there in marketing that people throw together, and I was certainly part of that during my early days in marketing. But I mean, you can throw everything at the wall, but if you don't build a great product for your user and you don't understand your user, at the end of the day, you'll come across a lot of problems. And I have been in the front seat of watching that happen to businesses in the past, and advocated for understanding, our users, and building things that are valuable into the product. And some businesses take that on, and some businesses prefer to build what we like to call vanity metrics into their products. So,
I like that.
For me, it's about our user, and it always has been, and that's why we go through such a rigorous process at GGWP to create that value. And at times, a really honest, a brutally honest truth is that sometimes we don't have, true value yet, right? But we work with our user to get to that true value, and that's what's important in one of the values of this company.
Elaborate on the vanity metrics for me, or for the audience as well.
Oh, vanity metrics, things like, how many users do you have? Well, okay, great, you have 100,000 users, good for you. But how many of them are active, how many of them are transacting on the platform? That's what's important to gauge the health of your platform, right? Whatever important metrics are that there are for your particular platform, and every platform will be different, right? But engagement is certainly one of those things, or active engagement should be one of those things for every platform, right? So vanity metrics, tend to be things like how many users do you have on the platform? Could be a shit ton, but you're not really having anyone do anything on the platform. And there are a dozen ways to build that.
I love that. And so do you feel like then vanity metrics, is that like an easy reportable thing in board meetings?
Yeah, it makes you look good. But it doesn't help you to understand the real dynamic of your platform, so that you can build on it.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. Oh, syringe. Oh, we won.
Yes.
We won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't sound so surprised.
Well, this dude flanked right behind me, so I was chasing him and I lost him. So nice work, keeping him distracted. I don't mind this gun, the Havoc. Okay, I'm gonna have to stick with that one. So I hear you say vanity metrics, and it does make me think of all the times I've been in meetings or board meetings in different firms or whatever, and even using those as a way to, hey, we got 1 million impressions, or we got the people who don't understand marketing, like the high up folks in firms, like just say, oh, that's good numbers, or they ask about the numbers that really no one things that don't matter, or you don't think that matter.
And it becomes super clear when you work for different clients, right? Different clients have different needs. And for the most part, they're looking for that return on spend or sales or whatever it is, right? So those vanity metrics, I mean, you can report there are 1 million impressions, etc. But if they're not getting the sales that they need, it becomes super obvious as to what you're trying to, quote unquote, cover up, right? So that's one of the things that kind of we focus on at GGWP, so that we can get, we can give the brand what they really want.
That's great.
Oh my.
Ooh, I got revived. Oh, let's go. Okay. Okay, I got lit up. Thank you for the revive. I was sitting here, I think I was down and out.
I got revived in the middle of the path, and I was like, there's no way that I'm not gonna get shot.
Okay, well, I thought I liked that gun. I'm not sure if I like that gun, actually. The Havoc rifle. I'm gonna say no to that one. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like the way, I mean, you have years upon years of experience in marketing, and do you feel, I know before we got on the show, we were talking about UGC and content creation, and how do you feel the term influencer, do you feel like the term influencer has been replaced by UGC content creator at all, or those live hand in hand, or they're separate, or what do you think?
I think there's a trend moving toward UGC, so I think they go hand in hand. I don't think that it'll ever replace a disruptive, creative campaign, because that's the way things are moving, right? Millennials and Gen Z, they consume content like nobody's business, right? So you need some cut through, right? When everyone's doing UGC, sometimes that creative campaign comes in handy, right? So we always tend to advise our clients to do both, and it really depends on, again, what they want and where that sits in the larger funnel. So UGC, obviously, middle funnel kind of stuff. And that really big brand awareness campaign is something that we push to be really creative, and that's kind of the specialty of the business.
Yeah.
It's cutting through that culture, so that you can hit the market that you want to actually hit.
I love that. I love that. Let's jump a little more of that, because I love what GGWP Academy does. I think I have to look at my thing. I've taken at least, I don't know, at least 10 courses, at least, if not more. Probably around there. And what was the idea around the academy for streamers, content creators, I mean, gamers, this hope to really help them succeed? Where did it all stem from?
Yeah, so in essence, as a content creator, you're running a business. You're an entrepreneur in some sense, right? And in order to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to kind of know at least basic marketing and business skills.
Okay.
As a result, in order for them to really perform on campaigns, we created the Academy, which teaches them about, one, creating a really great brand that attracts followers and encourages engagement. It's the and the caveat there is authentic engagement, right? But that they also have a framework to work off when it comes to affiliate deals or larger creative campaigns where they're pitching back to brands, right? And they know their audience, like I said before, and they know what works for their audience, and therefore can perform on these campaigns, right? It's kind of been the Jax likes to use the kind of it's been the Wild West out there, right? Nowadays, anybody can be made famous or go viral on TikTok and get 1 million followers tomorrow, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that when they're approached by a brand, they know how to negotiate their pay, for example, right? Or they know how to read a legal document and make sure that they're at the, they're well taken care of. Those are the things that we really want to teach content creators from the get-go, so that they do act as a business, they do act as entrepreneurs in and of themselves. What they're building is their streaming business, right? Their content creator business.
I love it. I love it. I love you say TikTok, because that's my next course. I'm looking at my dashboard on your platform, and my next session, my learning module is TikTok growth. And I definitely, and I love that I love the platform, working on it, and I enjoy, like, I Am Brandon. I like his content, and I recall when Jack, she asked me to be on a podcast or something. It was Zoe Two Dots. It was, I was on some, I can't remember who interviewed us. There's like 6 of us. There was Zoe Two Dots, and there was a couple different Australian streamers, and ever since then I've really enjoyed watching her content. But definitely I Am Brendan, like I like his stuff across all platforms, and learning from these. Oh, what's the guy's name who starts at every the
beginner content?
Yeah. What's the guy's name?
Nate Bramley.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah, enjoyed his stuff. And he's also just so, like, just well-spoken, professional. Like, I just really, it's engaging, and that's what I like about your content, is all those content creators. For sure. What?
Yeah, we purposely. I mean, like, obviously, we purposely done that. It's important for us to, more than anything, make sure that the instructors, and let's call them instructors, on the platform are well versed in what they're teaching. So Zoe Two Dots teaches primarily YouTube content, editing content, things like that, because that's where her main skill set lies. John Z, who was made redundant in his job like at the end of COVID, just blew up on TikTok, and we got him to create a TikTok module about how he did it, essentially, right?
Nice.
So they're all specialized in what they do, and that's really important for the education of the curriculum that we're teaching. But yeah, Nate's a real character. He's a great guy to work with, and that's why we chose him for our beginner content. He's just he's just really personable, and you can connect with him on that level.
Yeah. I'm looking at my dashboard. I'm a 614th rank, so I'm getting there. I think like the bottom is, I don't know. I'm close to the bottom, so I got a lot of work to do. But I appreciate the gamification of it all. And it really sticks with me as a gamer. So I think you guys did an amazing job at making it gamified and bringing in these, I'd say famous people.
There's so much more to come.
Oh yeah.
And I wish I could tell you more about it. Maybe I will off stream. But there's just so much more to come when it comes to the gamification side of the curriculum, which is really exciting stuff.
Oh, I'm getting lit up. I think both of you guys are down. Oh, I missed my. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, I'm missing all my shots. So yeah, well, that's right, folks. If you're watching, you didn't hear it here first. There's new stuff coming. Exciting. What assault rifle are you using?
I'm using the SMG, the alternator.
Alternator.
I just like the recoil is so good.
Oh, dope. Okay, I might try the bolt.
Otherwise, what you're gonna see is just spray and pray.
You mean what I've been doing? I feel like there's games like all over COVID. We played Call of Duty Warzone 1, just all my friends, because that's the way we could connect. And we just like, there's no way we could single burst anything. We all had to spray and pray. Oh my lord, and I.
Ow.
Have you played the new Warzone 2?
I haven't. Apex has captured me.
Captured you.
I know it's terrible, but blame EA.
Oh, I wish they're one of your partners, right?
Yes,
Or, yeah.
we've done. I think we did Knockout City with them and Battlefield, and the Battlefield launch. That was really exciting. I think we got
wow.
top 3 viewed games for that
Wow.
launch day. So yeah, that was. I think we had like 30, 40 creators involved in just that campaign.
I love Knockout City. I really love Knockout City.
Yeah, the campaign that we threw was Australia versus New Zealand. Everybody loves that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like that. Dude, they got grenades galore.
I feel like we're doing something wrong here. I feel like we should get a bunch of grenades.
Right behind you, behind you. Oh, that's not. That's a different guy. Not behind you.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've done 0 damage in this round. They're at our starting point. One of them guys is. We might have to do just one more after this, so we quit. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Oh, I'm going to die soon.
You got this. You had 2% health. You had it. Yeah, well, in the stuff you can see on stream, what are some of the things that GGWP you guys are looking forward to in the next year or two, or love to accomplish, or love to see in the space?
Yeah, so I mean, product-wise for us, we're really focusing on gearing up our marketplace. So what you're going to see is, 5 to 10 deals every month coming to the platform, right? And hopefully majority of the platform is able to get hired from those deals. Obviously, the more exposure, the more brands that we have as well.
Yeah.
But that's the big focus for us over the next 12 months. Obviously, we'll add content as ad hoc to the curriculum as well. So I'm excited to work with some creators who again specialize in certain things. For example, monetization. That could be one that's really big for smaller creators because there's a big stigma around, am I able to monetize right now, or do I need to wait until I have 2,000, 5,000 followers or whatever, right? I'm also keen to see how affiliate deals and UGC interact with the platform as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Affiliate deals are becoming, I mean, they have for a long time become front and center when it comes to influencers, but I feel like that is a big trend that's going to move forward. I'm also really interested to see potentially influencers getting hired by brands to maintain their social media presence. I definitely see that as an opportunity for an influencer on our platform as well. They know what's best in terms of cutting through culture wise and reaching that audience. And I wonder if that's something that could eventually become part of the marketplace, right? Getting hired, maybe even part-time, as somebody who community manages social media platforms for brands.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of innovation within the space. It's just a kind of wait and see game as to how things interact with, or how influencers interact with those opportunities.
That is great. You have enlightened me and the viewers very, very much from your expertise. I don't want to have to drag you through another game of us dying, and I know it's late there, and I know you need some rest and some hot tea probably, and maybe a chiropractic adjustment if that helps. Those always help me with headaches and migraines for sure. But I'm gonna give you the floor. I'm gonna take myself off the screen. If there's any last things you want to tell the audience, you want to say, you want to tell people to go places, to go to websites, it's all you. You have a 60-second window to say whatever you want. All right. It's up.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, if any content creators are looking to break into the gaming space, you can visit us at ggwpacademy.com. The platform is free to use, so you can view all the content and apply to any gigs that you want to apply to. We have some really exciting ones coming up this month, so stay tuned for that. Any brands interested in this space, please reach out as well. You can do so in support@ggwpacademy.com. And we would love to host a free strategy call and discuss what we can do to help your business grow.
Amazing.
That's about it.
Amazing. Well, Cassie, thanks for doing way better than me at Apex, and
It's all luck.
Staying up late and enjoying some Apex with me, because I need to get better at this game, because this is what the kids play. This is what the cool people play. I should. I think, is there like a training area I could probably go to? I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Like a Valorant training area.
Totally.
Somewhere. I'll find. Oh, there it is. Firing range. Yes, that's where I'm gonna spend some time.
Try Aim Lab. No.
Aim Lab. Aim Lab is great. I do need to get my Aim Lab back out. I definitely need to get. I played a lot of Fortnite last year, and so I think I'm jaded by the easiness of it compared to Apex.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Cassie,
it was fun to play a few games with you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. If you want to stick around in the control room, I'll be right back, and we'll close out there, and I'm gonna close down the stream here. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being here in the States. If you're here early and on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Twitch, thank you. We'll rebroadcast this on LinkedIn later today. I really do appreciate the time of people coming into the chat on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. And Cassie was great. You guys check out all the information you can at ggwpacademy.com. It is an amazing platform that you can use to become a better and more skilled content creator and influencer and marketer and social media manager and all sorts of things. There's lots of really great opportunities to learn there, as well as find gigs and learn about how you can be better at marketing yourself and marketing your brand. So check them out. Appreciate you all. Stay amazing. On Friday, we're going to have Obi-Wan Nick Kenobi on the show. We're going to play a little Fortnite, and still come check that out on Friday afternoon here in the States. And we will also be having some really, really fun shows coming up soon that I want to tell you about in the future next week. If you weren't here this week, we played a lot of Last of Us, obviously, to try and get better at it. But we've got some fun lineups. We've got Obi-Wan, Nick Kenobi. We've got Casey West from D&H. We've got Adam Reiner, who used to be with Optic Gaming. He's going to be on the show next week as we play a little bit of Fork Knife as well. And stick around for that. We'll be here. Same channels, same streams. Appreciate you guys. Stay amazing. Have a wonderful night. See ya.
Hello, my name is Christy Kester. As a public educator for the past 24 years, I have watched as interest in esports has exploded in schools across the world. Last fall, I joined the High School Esports League and helped to establish the education department. Since then, we have been working hard to integrate esports into education to create a scholastic gaming experience where students can learn, play, and compete. With our evidence-based, STEM.org-approved gaming concepts curriculum, schools can offer 4-credit classes during the school day that help improve chronic absenteeism, student engagement, and mental health.
As a senior health advisor for High School Esports League and a former ER physician, I see the incredible need for supporting mental health in students in today's schools. In fact, schools at a formidable crossroads where a pervasive and persistent decline in youth mental health now intersects with staff burnout. This has not been a sudden problem, but rather one we've seen over decades. The American Academy of Pediatrics announced in 2019 that 1 out of 3 students meets the criteria for generalized anxiety disorder before graduation. And the CDC reaffirmed that between 2009 and 2019, depression increased in adolescents by roughly 40%. The most telltale sign that grabbed all of our hearts was when the Surgeon General announced in December of 2021 that female adolescents increased their visits to the emergency departments around the nation by 51% for suicidal ideations. students. In the face of this, schools are desperately seeking solutions and ways to support those that struggle with mental health challenges. Now, these statistics that I mentioned are averages. We know there are some cohorts that are at higher risk, particularly those students who do not feel they have a safe place or a legitimate connection to school. That's where esports represents a tremendous opportunity. Students who are not currently involved with sports, music, arts, and traditional extracurriculars are left with minimal opportunities to make a connection. Yet many of these students find connections to their friends and other social outlets through online activity, including gaming. So, Scholastic Gaming represents an opportunity to leverage an area of interest into a legitimate class that meets state standards and expectations, all through an evidence-based curriculum that can simultaneously support self-esteem, self-efficacy, and life skills in many kids who desperately need it.
Hi, my name is Michael Russell. During my career as a teacher, I was fortunate enough to have the support of my administrator as I began the journey to establish the first 4-credit Scholastic Gaming course in the nation. At HSEL, we have the resources and data to help you speak with your administrators about the impact that Scholastic Gaming and esports can have for your students. We have strategies that can help you with acquiring technology and curriculum, such as ESSER funds, grant applications, and partnerships. The High School Esports League has invested significant resources in helping our education partners, and we are excited about this opportunity to help you establish Scholastic Gaming in your school.